Good morning, everybody. I suppose I should say to you all, Happy New Year. This is the first time I've seen you since the new year began, and we're already in February. In fact, I'm recording this today on the 2nd of February. Well, nothing special about that, you might think, but there is really, because it's the day when we remember that Christmas is really over. Christmas doesn't last just for the 12 days, it lasts for 40 days, from Christmas Day right up to the 2nd of February, and this day has its own special name. It's called Candlemas. It is a special day, and in the Bible we're told that Mary and Joseph took the child Jesus, their little baby, into the temple to present him to the Lord. Because the Jews had a custom that the firstborn male child was dedicated to the Lord, was given, if you like, to God. Now, many of you, I know, when you were babies, you were probably christened, maybe at St. Mary's. You were christened. In other words, you were given your name and brought into the family of God. You were given to God in a similar sort of way. Mary and Joseph went in with the baby to the temple. And there was a very, very old priest on duty, even older than me. He was on duty, and he was the one who was to take Jesus in his arms and bless him. Now, this old priest was called Simeon, and he'd waited a long time to see Jesus. He had been told by God, he'd been told that he wouldn't die until he saw the salvation of Israel, the fulfillment of everything that had gone on in what we call the Old Testament, the fulfillment in Jesus. And he said some very important words, which are often said in churches almost every day, and I want to just read them to you. Very short. It's in St. Luke's Gospel, right at the beginning, chapter 2. This is Simeon speaking. Now, Master, you can let your servant go in peace, just as you promised, because my eyes have seen the salvation which you have prepared for all the nations to see, a light to enlighten the pagans and the glory of your people Israel. Fabulous words that Simeon spoke. Lord, now you can let your servant go in peace. In other words, Simeon could now die. He's seen the fulfillment of the scriptures, and so he could go in peace. He could die. But he said a very important thing towards the end of that Jesus, this baby that he was holding in his arms, would be a light to enlighten the pagans. In other words, give light to so many people. The light of Jesus still shines. That's what the Christian church is all about, shining so that we can reflect light to others. When you go into church and look at the altar, that's the big table at the end, you'll always find candles on it as a reminder that Jesus is the light of the world. Today, on the Feast of Candlemas, I'm asking everybody in our church to light a candle and to put it in their window tonight, just to remind us that Jesus is the light of the world. If you want to do a little experiment at home, if you light a candle and you turn a jam jar upside down on it, what will happen? Well, if you do that, you'll find that the candle goes out. Because the candle flame to burn needs lots of oxygen around it to keep it burning. And so it's a little like us. It's no good having Jesus as the light of the world if he's not allowed to burn and shine. He needs us. He needs us to keep him going, to keep his flame alight. And you know that when you put a candle flame next to your face, you see how it reflects. The light of Jesus reflects in your face. It makes us shine as lights in the world. This is the Feast of Candlemas. We remember Jesus, the light of the world. And in old days, all the candles that were going to be used in church during the year were taken into church and blessed so that they could be used as holy candles. And if we were in church, of course we can't be at the moment because of the pandemic, if we were in church, we would have a great procession where everybody would carry a candle and walk around the church, showing that the light of Jesus spreads throughout all the world. Jesus presented in the temple, given to Simeon, reminding us that Jesus is the light that enlightens the whole world. The Feast of Candlemas, showing that Jesus comes to shine in our lives. Whatever goes wrong, whatever is hopeless in our world or seems so, like this wretched pandemic, Jesus sheds just a little bit of